come on in. I'm going to be giving you messages this week for the end of January, end of February of 2026. Come on in. I hope you're having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you're watching me in the world. I've already called in everybody's spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and your whole spirit team is here with me right now. So please just know it. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Come on in. Clear your minds, relax, sit down, just listen. Take what resonates and leave the rest. First one out. Trapped, stuck, no options, unforgiveness. Somebody's not forgiving, maybe forgiving themselves even. Are you not forgiving yourselves? We'll see how that comes out. Vacay, somebody needs to get away, relax, and have fun. Maybe you're on vacation right now. I don't know. That's in your present, though, so it's something about that. Laughter, happiness, joy, and healing. Very nice, Pisces. This is crowning you. I like it. Two more, please. This is my new deck. I was kind of excited to use. So... yeah, unforgiveness, though. If you're getting away while you're there, you know, release some shit while you're there and relax and breathe and align again. You know, I see parasailing here. Maybe somebody, or I don't know if it is, but maybe somebody's near the ocean, or, you know, this is actually, you know, like a glider or a hot air balloon, but wouldn't that be fun? Paranoid, cautious, insincere, and guarded. Somebody's defenses are up. This is the hope, fear, challenge, and homework column. Somebody's cautious that someone's not being real, whatever that insincere thing is. Distance. I have my lips are chapped. Divorce, ghosted, separation. Are you ghosting a situation? You feel trapped? Or is it vice versa? Something about that. Ghosting, distant. All right, that's where we're starting from. We'll find out. Got a long way to go. Hi, everybody, popping in and out. Show me what I need to see. Recovery. Trapped. Somebody needs to recover from this. Yeah. Do some healing while you're on vacation, should you be. If you're planning it, then plan it and do it, right? That's what this is saying. Recover. Somebody has recovered, but it's about you recovering. Show me. Don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders every time you feel fit. Just don't force it, right? Nieces or nephews. Something about that. That's in your present, Pisces. We're all somebody's nieces and nephews, right? So we'll find out. I got this one first. Moose or caribou? All right. Could be somebody's animal. Maybe they just happen to recently see one if you're in the northern hemisphere. I'm not sure how that's going to resonate with you, but there's happiness, joy, and healing. I like it. And then spotlight wanted to come out. Somebody's a little paranoid or insecure. Spotlight. We'll just be sincere, and then nobody needs to worry. You know, Pisces are very emotional, intuitive, right? You know who's sincere and who's not when you're not blocked. I mean, you know, usually the higher vibrationals. Somebody's guarded. One more, please. Oops. Okay. Has to blame somebody. Yeah, they don't want to take accountability. They're going to blame it on somebody. Yeah. Hello, hello. Somebody ghosted somebody. There's some sort of separation or something going on here. Okay, we're going to use My Rider-Waite deck. Show me what's in the cards for Pisces. My fishies swimming through the void, right? That's what I say for you guys. Swimming through the void. We all are, really. Hello. Show me what I need to see. You know, I have this comment on here that says, you are sincerely a witch consulting with familiar spirits and devils. Well, being an educated empath and dealing with spiritual narcissists my whole life, you know, my reply to that is anyone that tells you that you can't or shouldn't talk to your own spirit team, really, there's like no justification in that. It doesn't even make sense. If they're your spirit team and you're working with them, why would it be bad? It's just control. It's old structures and religions, you know? And if you can't say anything nice, I feel like a kindergarten teacher, don't say anything at all. Page of Wands. Somebody has some piss and vinegar under their belt. It's funny that came out. Yeah. Little excitement. Somebody has something to say. That's right, it is. Yeah, whatever. Keep your low-vibing troll opinions to yourselves. Okay, Ace of Swords. Back to the reading. Sorry, everybody else that just witnessed that, but I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired of the fucking shit. And you know what? If you want to call me, a lot of people do call me a witch. But the thing is you can't really burn me at the stake anymore. So I don't care what you say. Grand Rising. That's the truth. Anyway, this is about truth. It's about fate, karma, destiny, nieces or nephews. Vacay is right over this. Relax, have fun and healing adventures. Yes. Working on things here. Vacation here and working on things. Maybe this is lessons learned. Working on your craft in other ways. You know, working on laughter and joy. You know, whatever that is, moose or caribou. I feel like someone could be from the Northern Hemisphere, maybe, if they don't live in the Northern Hemisphere. I don't know how that's going to be. Queen of Cups. Spotlight. This Queen of Cups is in the spotlight. Very intuitive, very nurturing and loving, kind, paranoid. Hope for your challenge and homework. Somebody's guarded. If somebody's loving and kind, why would we be guarded? All right, so somebody has to blame somebody here because they're not taking any responsibility. And, you know, that's ridiculous because the truth is the truth. And when you're in the absolute, right, it doesn't, this blaming somebody, no, right? No, it doesn't work. Somebody's ghosted, somebody's divorced, or it's about separation of some sort. Okay. Show me what I need to see. Somebody feels trapped. You know, if you feel trapped, or somebody does, you know, it doesn't have to be you, it could be them. But if somebody's trapped, if they would just come to their ultimate truth of truths, they wouldn't be trapped. I feel like a lot of this already could be resolved if somebody would just come and do what's right, or apologize, or however that is. But people can't do that in this world. So this is what it comes to. People are weak. You know, I'm here to try and empower people and do the right thing, because, you know, we can avoid a lot of BS if we could just, you know, deal with it and move on instead of sweeping shit under the rug, you know, where the pile gets bigger and bigger. It's not going to go away. Eventually it's going to come back, and, you know, that's law of attraction, universal law of attraction. Anywho, 4 Cups has to blame somebody. Trying to figure out who. Yeah. Anywho, hi everybody. Hi there, hi there. I do feel like deep thought, actually. It's put people in deep thought. See this cloud, the spirit team handing you a cup of emotion and feelings and love and all that, and you're not even looking at it. Stop trying to blame someone, whoever this is. Show me what I need to see. Wow. All right, we'll take them exactly as they are. So, Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the World reversed, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Swords reversed, Justice, the Hierophant, and one more. So I do feel like people have been assessing things and kind of looking at, what they've grown, what they've done, Seven of Pentacles, kind of, trying to make plans, looking ahead, right? Somebody's recovered, or it's about recovery, right? Planting that seed, making some magic happen, taking an opportunity maybe, or a message, something about the Ace of Swords, nieces or nephews right over it. Somebody's thinking of planting a seed or taking an opportunity, or that's what it's about. That's what the card's about. So one more card, please. Now I have the World in the dead center in this reading, the World reversed. So things are not really, it's not closed. Like there's no closure, or it's not finished. It's not complete. There's still like some lessons to learn, right? And that's funny because this Eight of Pentacles right above it is learning lessons. It's working on your craft. It could be your work. It could be, metaphorical, whatever it is. Moose or caribou, right over that. But whatever it is, it's about learning lessons and unlearned lessons. All right. It's about teamwork. It's about building. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. There could be three people involved here somehow. Somebody's in the spotlight. There's Queen of Cups. Okay. Yeah, people can't sleep right now. They've created a nightmare. Hi, everybody. Hi. All right. So, anywho, yeah, this could be a nail-biting situation. Like I've never been there before. Deep in thought, could be anxieties, and they want to blame somebody. They're thinking about it. Look, it's right over it. They want to blame somebody. Well, you can't blame somebody. If you did it, you can't blame someone else. See? I don't understand how this is, working in the reading yet, but, I do feel multiple energies, at least three. I don't know. But anyway, it's about what's fair is fair and, leveling that scale. See? In this card, it is level. We are in a new year. It's a new start. Wiping the slates clean, doing what's right, and learning lessons. And then and being healed and happy. Somebody is here because they've recovered, and I think they're trying to show the way. Somebody's trying to guide or teach or mentor. Could be a guru or a shaman. A spiritualist. Could be about marriage or higher connected relationships, like live-in partnerships, however it pertains to. Somebody's in the spotlight. You know, I do feel like this is a good Hierophant, you know, with the Queen of Cups and the Three of Pentacles and then the Hierophant here. Somebody's paranoid of this person. They're a high priest, male or female. Strong in their spirituality. Possibly. Show me one more. I don't know what card that was that wanted me to see. And I missed it. And it did it again. All right. Gave me a couple extras, so I'll take them. Temperance reversed. Oh, yeah, the Devil and the Ace of Cups. All right, Pisces. It's all about family. It's all about the DNA and legacy and, yeah, all of it. The safety net, the security, right? Laughter, happiness, joy, right over it, moose or caribou. But there's unlearned lessons here being justified, right? Could be inheritances, possibly, I suppose. We'll see what, you know. Temperance, very imbalanced. This is Archangel Michael when it's represented, even if it is reversed. But Archangel Michael is represented as the devil being very imbalanced, very unhealed. And isn't that the truth? Because the lower the vibe of the person with their energy, you know, the sadder it kind of, you know, you kind of got to send them love and light through all of it because it's a wicked thing. But then again, what's fair is fair. And when you're talking with the divine and the devil, now you're talking good versus evil, right? All right. There's a new love coming in or something that you're really going to emotionally enjoy. I like that. I like that. This is like something I feel like it's being given, you know. It's very divine. I like it. I like it. We're going to get a little deeper here. I'm going to use my Oz and Wonderland deck. Hi, everybody. Popping in and out. Show me what I need to see. Whoops. Page of Wands reversed. We have Page of Wands being represented and clarified by the Page of Wands reversed. So whoever's giving messages, they hate it. They feel trapped. They don't like it. Somebody's recovered. Why don't they like somebody recovering? It's got to be some kind of deception. I mean, why in the world would somebody not want somebody to be better? That is just so backwards to me. But hold on, I got cards out. Let me put them here. Okay, we have Eight of Pentacles, Two of Wands reversed, the Witch reversed, the World. Okay, now we have completions coming or look forward to. King of Wands, I like it. Somebody bossing up. This could be a leader, a boss, an entrepreneur, possibly a father figure. I don't know. You can place it, whoever it is. Somebody is taking charge and weeding out the bad bugs and bringing in the good bugs and fertilizing and deadheading, and you know, they're taking care of it. They're looking at it, watching it grow. Somebody's taking charge here. But somebody doesn't really like it. See, I don't understand why people wouldn't want somebody to do better. That just shows the true intent of it all. Deep down, right? I don't know here, but people are learning lessons here. That's the good news, nieces and nephews. There's truth. It is hard to take. That is double-edged. See, I used this analogy in another reading I did. It's been coming out a lot lately. But if you get it like a little paper cut, you're not really going to learn a whole lot out of it because it didn't really hurt that bad, right? Things that are harder to take, things that are, that's how when you release it and all, that's how you gain power. It's how you gain wisdom. It's like armor. It gives you power to face the hardest of the hard. Some of these truths we do not want to accept. But the ultimate truth will always be nothing, nowhere can, so, and then this is working on it. So working on the truth. Nieces and nephews are working on the truth. Not really sure what to do, but Moose and Caribou, I do feel like people are learning their lessons. Maybe do we have to tell people to play nice? I have to get out that kindergarten teacher again. I have to tell people to play nice. Yeah, they don't like this person, this Dorothy just being Dorothy. This is my witch card. This is the 25th major in this deck. Dorothy just being Dorothy. I don't care if this is a male or what. But they hate this person, refuse it, deny it, whatever it is, The sweetheart card, the intuitive one. Somebody's in the spotlight. Someone's paranoid. They're guarded, cautious at least. I don't like paranoia. There's nothing really, So we'll stick with the guarded version of that card. Has to blame someone. It's about closure. You're thinking about it. Somebody is, People that were ghosted in the past or separated from. It's about moving on. And see, when this is up, this is learned lessons. So now we know that if we move on, we're not going to do this again. Right? I don't know why I had to make that, like I had to say it that way. I'm not sure. Knight of Wands down with Page Pentacles. Yeah, they don't really want to go, but they want to plant seeds. They are learning lessons. That's good. That's good. That's growth. It's expansion. Makes you stronger. Right? Dealing with the shit head on. Somebody freed themselves or wants to be free. Somebody wants to give up. Nine of Wands down. All right, well, this is like a week kind of, or maybe not. I mean, it depends on how you read it, because somebody recovered here, and if they recovered, then they're stronger. But when it's upright, it's the battled warrior card. But I see that hawk or that spirit guide kind of behind that soldier, warrior, knight, saying, keep going. I got your back, right? It still carries these energies, even if it's reversed, right? It's also like the you're not taking me down kind of thing, right? Now, they just want to, it's like they're freeing themselves from it, or that's what it's about. It's about this closure. Dead center in the reading. See, both of these cards, I feel, is what this is about. Yeah? Yeah? And it's coming. If people stay on the right track and do the right, say they, keep going on and whatever. The Empress, the matriarch, a mom, somebody very gracious and loving and kind. This is very creative as well. Somebody's in the spotlight, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. Just have your guard up. Okay, have your guard up. I need a punch, please. Nine of Cups down. Nobody wanted this. Ace of Cups down. Yeah, there's no love here, or there wasn't. Or they're not accepting that, how was I going to say? There was love, but it emptied, like, in the past, but it's about apologies and empathy and recovering. And we may not care about this situation, but underneath it all, it's about healing. Nieces or nephews, relax, have fun. The truth is hard. I just got done with this reading. Life is tough, dance more. Right? Life is tough, dance more. Deal with it and dance. When I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, we used to have this thing, when we were upset or whatever. Sorry, I have card down. When we were upset, we would jam, rock and roll, man, and the louder we played it, that's how we would get our aggression out, And God, after a concert, we'd feel so much better. Now it's all different. I wouldn't pay to go see a demonic concert if you, and look, the devil reversed. Yeah. If you paid me, I wouldn't go, because even the country bands are demonic. Like, what is that? It's just so twisted. The devil runs the world. It is the playground. It's up to light workers and starseeds and people that are on their north node to keep that light, unite in this dark world, right? Breaking chains and taking names. Yeah, these bad addictions, behaviors, whatever it is, they're learning lessons, nieces or nephews. I like it. What's fair is fair. Unfortunately, people are scared. They shouldn't be scared. Come into your own truths. Well, I suppose it is kind of sort of a scary thing sometimes, but you got to face your fears. You got to take a chance. Not everybody's so innocent after all here, is what this tells me, I need 2 more cards, please. Can't see that. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Very, this is about a sacrifice of some sort. Very sacrificial energies, but I feel like on one hand, this is like the freeing yourself, the whatever that is, the don't want to deal with it anymore. The time is now. When it's like this, it was like people were still in suspension learning. So some of these people could still be in the process of learning, trying to compartmentalize the ultimate absolute truth. Learn that, and it takes time for these stages to happen, for healing to happen. And somebody's trying to mentor and teach all along. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Somebody's in the spotlight. 1 more, and we can move on. Only give me 2. Everything I say in these cards is about change, rebirth, metamorphosizing, growing, right? This is the number 24. So now we have the number 25. These are major arcanas. This is a big deal. It's growth and expansion. 9 of Swords, Hermit down. People are scared. They're intimidated of the past. Yeah, you got to face your fears, people. Whoever that is. It's a nightmare situation because these people, this is a backfire. I feel it all the way around because of these world cards. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. This is why we need to be mindful and present all the time. Balanced and healed. There's an Ace of Cups on the table here. I like it in this placement. So, yeah, I'm going to give you another card. We're going to change it up a little bit. My Hidden Realms deck. Hi, everybody. Oops. The Shadow Queen reversed. Number 16 for those who care. I'll show it to you upright. And don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders should you need to, right? Okay. The Shadow Queen gently asks you to address your innermost character flaws with compassion. For now, it's time to bring your wounded self and hidden agendas into the light. You're seeing the tangible results of those aspects of your nature that have evolved in response to the difficulties in your past life. They've been a means to help you survive. Perhaps you're falling prey to insecurity masked by elitism and arrogance, believing that you know best, to comparing yourself with others, or to being fearful and sabotaging. You may have been taught that manipulating others rather than being direct is a way to get your needs met. The Shadow Queen reminds you that manipulation in any form isn't the best method of getting what you want. Another meaning that also can apply is the possibility that you're being affected by someone else's wounded self. Perhaps you are the one being manipulated. Whatever the case, it's time to take a fearless personal inventory and observe what part you play in the dramas and potential disasters in your life. When you come to the place of humility, forgiveness, and grace, then you may proceed again and walk into the light. There is great value and strength in facing your own shadow in the realm of the Shadow Queen. That's a big card for somebody. I like some of these truths, depending on what it is, can be really big. Unikite. Live in the present. That's what I said. In the present, the now. Stay grounded. Get balanced. In the now, in the later, all the time. Hold on, let me find it. 42. Yeah, Unikite. Live in the present. It's all about your heart chakras. Okay? Don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. Do you spend too much time focusing on what has happened in the past? Are you constantly trying to plan for the future? Have you noticed that you haven't had much time to enjoy and live in the present? Unikite has appeared to encourage you to be fully present. It's time for you to enjoy what is around you now. Be grateful for the experiences that you have been through in the past because they've made you into the person that you are today. Begin to honor who you are and cherish the loved ones and friends around you. Make the most out of each opportunity that comes your way. There is nothing wrong with planning the future. Just try not to become so focused on the future that you forget to live in the present. Unikite helps you to live in the now. It's a balancing and grounding crystal, which is associated with your heart chakra. Try to focus on the things and people that bring the most fulfillment and happiness into your life at the moment. Spend time doing things that you love and re-energize yourself. Connect with your loved ones and do something fun. Yeah. Okay. Nobody's perfect. Don't be so damn hard on yourselves either. Forgive yourselves. Didn't I start that off in the reading, I think? It's one of the first things forgive yourselves. All right, we did this. Oh my God, I fucking hate that I did this, but I did it. And you learn it and you move on. Done. Now all of a sudden you're growing into a new thing, a new opportunity, a new stage, a new lesson to be learned. Unfortunately, because, everything is evolution. But that's the way it goes. Show me. This is not wish fulfillment for anybody, but don't, this blaming somebody else. Take accountability if, when, and where you need to, period, the end. Come to your truth, do what's right, heal, and, period. I mean, it's just all wrapping up in a nutshell. Hold on, I'm getting all kinds of cards here. I have the Ace of Spades, the Queen of Diamonds, Jack of Hearts. Yeah, you can avert these evil spells. The word witchery. You can avert that if you choose. This is also the Ace of Swords again. Okay, so it is still about truth, karma, fate, and destiny, and all of it, right? Kids are doing good. I like it. Kids are protected, right? And if these nieces or nephews were kids when shit went down, then no, you're already forgiven because you're a kid, or that's the way it should be, right? That's what it's all about. Kids are innocent. If you get caught up in the saga or a drama of the family, it's not your fault. They may want to try and blame somebody, but people need to take accountability in this world. Everybody's so damn entitled, it's fucking pathetic. Yeah, I feel like people are learning for the best. Learning, they're discovering something, some kind of mystery or pieces of the puzzle that they were missing. I feel like they're going to be discovering that, there's truth there. There's, it's going to affect them. They're going to learn something. There's a book there. It's going to help you for the better, whatever they're learning. Okay. Learning about this narcissistic POS is what I feel underneath it all. Who is probably teaching immoral values and brainwashing people and kids and what? Yeah, this person's a snake. I can't make it up. A fucking snake. Damn. Yeah. Wow, it is about communication underneath that card. Like, underneath the meaning. So somebody, I was just talking about the Hierophant. I don't know who that pertains to. There is a new love coming towards you. I like it. A new something you love. I have it twice now. If you're single, maybe you are meeting a new person. Maybe you're reconnecting with someone after all. It could play out in a lot of different ways here. But there are some fake friends around you right now. Know that. Okay? You should know who you trust. So pay attention to your intuition. Not everybody around you is they could play nice, but then there's that covert mask. So pay attention. Give me one more, please. That was probably supposed to be the last one, but I'll take one more because I called it. Oh, and they gave me two. Yeah, the Skype. You think it's over for this. Unfortunately, it has to do with a gentleman. Or I'm not necessarily going to say that this person is a gentleman, but I'll let you decide. It's about a male or a dominant figure, And 10 of Diamonds, again, the family, the home, the dynamic, Okay. I'm going to take a couple of these and we will close it out. What do you got for us, Grandma? Gift. You have probably gifts being Pisces out there, or somebody does. It's about a gift. Maybe gifts given and received as well. You can take it in a lot of ways. I'm taking it as a spiritual gift. Some of you might be developing them. Maybe you're just coming into it. Maybe you haven't figured it out yet. This book of knowledge here, and the things coming in, whatever it is, whatever happens is supposed to happen, right? So if you learn something good, then messages, letters, communications, look in your mailbox and emails. You never know how it's going to come in what form, but I do see it's coming forth. There's also the sweetheart being represented. So now we have a masculine and a feminine. This is Queen of Cups right here. Sweetheart, intuitive, loving, nurturing, and kind. Those are your messages, Pisces. There's a lot to marinate on here, but ultimately, have fun. Enjoy. You have your guard up. but don't be so guarded that your energy puts off like a we don't want to be around you, you know. I feel like somebody here may have that energy. That came through too right now. All right, those are your messages. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and please just be a good human. Thank you all for watching. Smash that like, share, and subscribe button and help a girl out. I'll see you soon.